Alright, so right now we're looking at North America and we're going to travel on our virtual field trip to Rome, Italy. So we're going to leave this area here where we are and head on over across the ocean. And here we are. Now, the civilization of the Romans has left us with many great architectural works as evidence of their greatness and power. Walls made of huge blocks of stone, very long aqueducts, magnificent temples, tombs, baths, arenas, huge theaters, triumphant arches, bridges, and roads can all be found in this beautiful city. Among these works, there is one whose full range of uses is difficult for us today to realize. We find it hard to imagine the life which went on inside, or the way in which the building was constructed, because it is a type of building which no longer exists. This is called the famous Roman baths. This one in particular is called the Baths of Carcalla. Now, you can see the baths themselves are gigantic. It's this whole area here. The baths were used for a number of purposes. Obviously, the Romans needed to be concerned with their hygiene, and as you can tell from the name, that was a main purpose of this location, was to bathe. They had 3 bathing rooms. One was the cold pool, one was a lukewarm pool, and one was a hot pool. Interestingly enough, actually the floors and the walls were heated from a gigantic furnace, which was incredibly high-tech. Also, you can see, my guess is right about here and here, were gigantic gyms where they would have events, meetings, practice sports, and exercise. Also in these baths were shops, perfumers, druggists, meeting rooms. Basically anything that you can imagine would be right here in the Roman baths. In fact, in the spring and summer you would find people walking around in this area around beautiful gardens. Now let's go in and look around a little bit. Now this is going to show us what it would look like today if we were there walking around. This is a really cool layer. It's called 360 Cities, and it makes it so that if we were standing here at this spot, what we would see. So I would see super tall walls. In fact, I might even guess that at some point this place could be 2 stories high. Beautiful details, arches. And I'll give you a second to just observe and see what you think of this gigantic bathhouse. Now underneath this bathhouse, which you don't see obviously, were a network of tunnels where the slaves would go to and fro carrying water or different supplies for the different stores so that they wouldn't be seen. We're going to look at that photo. Here you can see this top photo here, it ends right here. What these bathhouses might have looked like. You can see that they hold thousands of people, and underneath here are the slaves. These tunnels were big enough to hold even horses pulling carts. This is a picture of what it might have looked like in the gym playing sports, and down at the bottom is a picture of what it would have looked like in one of the bathing rooms. Okay, let's go back in. Okay, now what we're going to do, because one of the most impressive pieces of the baths, oh, not that one, was its artwork. This was actually found on the floor. It was part of the floor of the Baths of Carcalla. And right now as a class, I want to analyze this piece. Let's talk about what it's illustrating, how you think it was made, and what you might think it was made from. Pause this Screenomatic now to do this activity. Okay, now we're going to look at a statue that was found. Because it was a picture from my computer, I wasn't actually able to upload it. So instead what I did was just overlaid it over the map. So let's look at it this way. This is actually a statue of Hercules, which was a copy of an original statue, but made in this time period. It was found in the baths of Carcalla, and we're going to talk about what else you see in this piece. We know it's Hercules, but what else do you see there? How do you think it was made, and what do you think it was made from?